Alrighty, so this light is a very, very impressive light, okay? Now, what I'm going to suggest is that when buying this light, I suggest buying, hang on, let me just put this there, okay. I suggest buying this light with the charger and the battery, and even buying a spare battery, okay? Because when I first bought this light, I made the mistake of buying the light only, and I thought to myself, and it came with a battery, but I thought to myself, oh, I can charge it myself. Well, it turns out that you actually kind of need this charger. So, and I'll explain why. You can technically charge this with different chargers, but you've got to get into that positive area with like wires and stuff, and it's not very easy. But the reason why I suggest buying this Streamlight charger is because this has a protection circuit built into it. This battery has a protection circuit built into it, and the light has a protection circuit built into it. So this light is actually designed to be screwed into the wall with these provided screws through here and here. And it's designed to be sitting on the wall with a battery on charge and a battery in the light with the light sitting in this spot on charge. And I'm just going to put a photo of that up on the screen now so you can see it. So that's what I mean. This light is designed exactly for that, okay? So it's got bloody protection circuits built into wazoo. It's a very, very safe light, and I strongly recommend that, right? So you plug in your USB-C into this area here. Is that the right? Nope, that way. So you plug in your USB-C into there like that, plug that into the wall, that sits on the wall, and then it's screwed in, and then you've got your light there and your battery there like you saw in the photo. Now in the photo, the battery wasn't in there, but the battery goes in like that, okay? So you can have your spare battery ready to go. Now you will get your user manual. So this is just gonna give you your specs and everything that this light can do. I'll cover all that, so don't worry about that. Now it will come with a holster. So, well, mine came with a holster. So you can holster your light like this, and then you've got that to put on your belt because it will not come with a pocket clip, okay? So this is, okay, so let's get into this light and what this light is designed for really. This light is designed, in my opinion, to be your home electricity outage light, okay? The reason being is that it goes into the charger and it sits on the wall and it just stays fully charged, and you've got your spare battery there. If you're smart, you've got a spare battery ready to go because it does take a proprietary battery, so you can't use just any old battery in this light. So you've got your spare battery, your light charging with the battery in it, and it just sits there. And there's protection circuits all the way through it, so it's not going to overheat. It stops charging. It's designed specifically to be on charge in the wall, okay? So very, very safe light. And this is your electricity outage best friend, okay? It's programmable to 3 different programs, and the outputs are as follows. So right now I've got it on high, medium, low, and I'm not sure if I've got strobe enabled or disabled. I think it's disabled. So, but anyway, so high right there, that is your 700 lumens, which you'll get for an hour and 15 minutes straight, okay? You got about 12,000 candela, which is going to give you roughly 219 meters of throw. Then, if you want to cycle down, press and hold, and it cycles down. That's 300 lumens, which is plenty of light. That's going to give you 300 lumens for 3.5 hours, about 5,000 candela. So it's going to be more of a mixed beam than a thrower. Then if I press and hold again, that's your low mode. That's 40 lumens for 24 whole hours. So in a power outage, you're going to want to be using this, okay? Because that gives you a full 24 hours of solid light, which I dare say you may not even need solid light for 24 hours because you're going to need to sleep. So you're not going to need light for that 8 hours, let's say. And this has only got 800 candela, but this is specific for up close stuff, right? Now, press and hold again, goes back to high. But let me Sorry, no. Press and hold again goes back to medium, and then press and hold again goes to high. That's right. So the way this cycles is high, medium, low, medium, high. That's how it cycles. Now, let's just turn it off on low, okay? And watch this. Tail switch, off. Turn it off on low, wait a second, bang, straight onto high, okay? So that's the mode that I've got it on. There's no memory. It's just always comes in on high, and then press and hold, medium, then low, medium, high, all right? Now, one of my absolute favorite things about this light, probably the best feature, is that it is tail switch and side switch friendly. Turn it on the side switch, off on the tail switch, on the tail switch, off on the side switch. So both the tail switch and the side switch are independent, but also work together. Fantastic. Such a brilliant, brilliant designed light. And exactly what you want for an outage. This has got 2 meters of drop. So you are very well protected with a very, very solid, strong light. And the last thing you want to worry about in a power outage is if you've dropped it in a puddle because there's a flood, or you dropped it from a desk or a bench or whatever, and it's going to stop working. That's not going to happen with this guy. This guy is absolutely phenomenal. The only downside is that it takes proprietary batteries. So if this does become your power outage light, you're going to want to buy a spare battery and have it on charge on the charger on the wall. That's the smartest thing to do. Now, the reflector is a it's pretty much a smooth reflector, but it does have some kind of ripples in there, it's what gives this light a lot of what bleeding. So like the corona around the hotspot. So see there's a hotspot there, but then there's also color around here. That's from the textured reflector, but it is quite smooth, which means that there is quite a decent hotspot. So you do get decent throw, especially on high mode on the 700 lumens, which is bright enough. Now, both switches are forward clickies, meaning you can half press and momentary on and off. Fantastic, brilliant, such a cool designed light. Now, programming. So from the side switch or the tail cap, it's called 10 tap programming. So what that means is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and hold 10, and then it's gonna do its thing. Okay, now what have I got it in? Let's see. Okay, so this is high only. So that means I don't have to worry about anything. It's just high only. Every time you click the tail switch or the side switch, it's high only. You can momentary, you're gonna get that 700 lumens of high, that's it. So it's always good to have just a high mode, because it means that you never have to worry about any other mode coming on. If you accidentally hold in the switch and then it goes down to a lower mode or whatever, you never have to worry about that, because this is just a high mode. That's all it can do. Okay, let's do another 10 tap and see what it goes to next. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and hold in the 10th. Okay, I must have stuffed that up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold in the 10th. There we go. Okay, so now what happens here? So it comes in on high, press and hold. It's going to go medium, low, medium, high. Okay, so this comes on in your high, press in, it's going to go down to your medium, down to your low, back up to your medium, back up to your high. But if I double click, it's strobe. So you can double click from off, strobe, or double click from on, strobe. So, and that is the tail cap too. Strobe, or turn it on, strobe. So to be honest, this is probably the best output to have it in. The best mode to have it in, because you've got everything. You've got your low, medium, high, and strobe. You've got everything at your disposal. One of the most ingenious things about this light is that you can't cycle from momentary. So what that means is you can actually signal to somebody if you need assistance. So you can go, hey, over here, and then if you don't really want to give away your position too much, like, hey, and then let go, you know what I mean? So that's a really cool thing to have in a light. And just the fact that it is tail switch handy as well as side switch handy, I know I've said it before, it makes it so bloody awesome. Now, the build quality of this is typical Streamlight. Absolutely phenomenal. The ribs here on the body are just so perfect for whether you've got bare hands or gloves. Holding it like this is an absolute dream. It's such a nice hold just to hold it in your hand like that. But if you prefer tactical action, you've got it like this as well. So it's, again, amazing light. Very much a fan of this light. You can drop it, beat it up. It's gonna serve you well. Let's see what it comes in at with weight with the battery, because it's not a very heavy light. So I'll be surprised if it's too much over 100 grams. Okay, 150. Wow, that's 157. That is heavier than I thought, because it just doesn't, I guess the weight distribution of it is just so damn perfect. The one thing it does not have is tail standing. So that would have been nice to give you a bit of a tail stand, but because the button is a little bit out here, pushed out here like that, it makes it very easy to access, but it eliminates tail standing. So, you know, as a electricity outage light, I would have preferred tail standing, but not the end of the world. Now, from head to tail, it's 16 centimeters tall, and the widest part of this light is 3 centimeters wide, and the body, which is the thinnest part, is 2.4 or 2.5, if I'm being generous, centimeters wide. So again, such a perfect light to hold in your hand. Got a beautiful taper, really nice light, and it's an anti-roll because of the area that goes into the charging port there. It's anti-roll. All right, well, I'm a big fan of this light. I really am. 3 programs. I recommend just leaving it in the high program, but then if you need strobe, you double click. Great electricity outage light, guys. Really good. Buy a spare battery if you're going to get it. Now, I got this guy from legear.com.au, so I will link legear.com.au in the description below. And without further ado, let's go to the night shots. See ya. All right, the Streamlight Strion, I think it's called. Quite a nice beam profile. Got a bit of throw, nice mixed beam. Love the fact that the side switch and tail switch are interchangeable, but also work independently. So very good for all your general purpose stuff with some really nice throw. And this is on the, oh that's right, if I press and hold, then it'll step down high and down to low. So it's quite a useful light. Press and hold again, step back up. So it's quite a useful light. Off, on, resets back to the highest. Great light, tough as nails, you know, wall charger, all that type of stuff. Very useful. Great bushwalking light as well. Nice beam profile. Hotspot, spill, but very mixed beam style. Streamlight do it well. All right, see ya.